Good evening, beautiful beings of light. Welcome to the Crone Zone Conversations with the Ancients. I'm Priscilla. This is my buddy Heather next to me. And tonight we get to welcome our Valerie, our astrology queen, Valerie, from Illumination Portal. Valerie just once a month to tell us what's going to happen during that month up in the sky so that we can plan our month around what we need to do.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
explain things that happen.
Is it what? I'm sorry.
Things happened. Oh, yeah, that's what was supposed to happen.
Exactly.
So,
So,
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get the show on so I can talk to people. There it is. Okay.
hey, Lark.
So,
Nice to see you.
you want to go through what you drew?
Oh, I didn't draw. Go ahead. Who wants to go
Well,
first?
I drew from two decks. I drew it. The card is love. I drew it from the deck that I always do on Tuesdays. So it's just a standard deck telling us what we're at. And then I drew one from my Metatron deck, and it showed the tree of life. And if you put them together, they make a lot of sense because the tree of life is all about love.
Mm.
You can't have one without the other.
No.
So when we're doing this show, we need to remember to do everything with love.
Oh, I love that. Hi, Leah.
I pulled direction. Oh my goodness. Come on. Direction.
That makes sense.
Yes, with the astrology that's going on for this month, I think it's going to make perfect sense. Hi, Leah, welcome. Hi, Karen, welcome.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, everybody. I love that Leah says, I've missed my water trinity.
Oh, well, I
We
miss you. Oh, well, there's a water grand trine going on. Look at that. You got lots of
Here's a grand trine right here.
right. I got community.
Sorry.
Community. No, it's okay.
Oh, community. Lovely.
Yeah. So
and look at this lovely community that we have.
I know it. I'm sorry. What did you say? Direction. Yeah, direction is like this is the month where
we're kind of going to choose where we're going.
Yes, we're figuring out our direction. Yeah. We got to figure out our direction, but in order to do that, we got to release all that stuff's not going with us. And it's a process.
Shake it off. Leave it here.
Absolutely. Yeah, okay, what did I do?
When I feel like I'm really bunged up with energy, just kind of stagnant, I pull out that silly Taylor Swift song, Shake It Off, and I dance around my room.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Something
else feels so much better.
Just a second. I'll be right back.
And what was I going to say? So we had the full moon 2 days ago. What were we? I'm sorry. Being out of it, not finding your words or knowing where your mind is, because we had 2 M-class solar flares today. A couple hours ago, I think one was at 8.1. We had a 7 earthquake in Alaska, and volcano in Italy is apparently, or Hawaii. I don't know. I haven't watched it, so bear with me. Check Stephen Burns' latest video.
Yeah, he said we were going to have a lot of earth issues.
It's having 3 fountains of lava coming out of it. So we're kind of
know where that is.
Huh?
I was asking anybody in the chat know where the volcano.
Oh, here it's on. I can look it up.
That's pretty cool.
But so there's a lot of activity, right? There's a lot of activity going on with this full moon, these things, and that full moon. This is the cool part. Let me just check real quick here. The Alaska, Hawaii. Hawaii is the volcano. It's Kilauea.
Oh, it's Kilauea. Okay.
On the Big Island. This is 38 with a triple. It says a rare triple fountaining event.
Wow.
So that's pretty cool. So just think, like that moon the other night was a full moon, super full moon in Gemini. It was the last
It's
super
still
moon this year. But those super moons, when they come close to Earth, that triggers all of these types of things.
Mhm.
So with it doing, with that happening on, okay, that full moon was on 13 degrees. The moon and the sun are across from each other, right? Moon is in Gemini, sun is in Sagittarius, and the sun was sitting on the great attractor. So that is a huge amount of energy. And as that sitting there, that was at 14 degrees, the great attractor. The moon was at 13. In America's birth chart, we have 12 degree Sagittarius ascendant. So all this was sitting on our birth chart for America. So as we can see, America is being restructured right in front of our faces, right? Everything's coming up. So,
Yeah.
but that is that.
I have a quick question that's related to all this activity before you scoot off into something else. Lee was saying, Heather, can you remote view the oceans for an answer? She asked earlier if you could do a remote on the Pacific or Atlantic for the land masses, if any will rise or whatever, because of this activity. Sorry, you're muted.
Yeah, it always does.
You're muted, Heather. You're muted. Okay, say that again.
I'm sorry. There's something really weird going on in my living room. I keep my TV muted because it comes in my ears and it keeps turning on and loud. Can you hear it? I'll be right
No,
back. I got to
we
shut it
can't
off.
hear it. We can't hear it.
Good. Maybe it's just coming in my ears. Yeah,
Can
it's
you
in
hear
my
the
ears. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, I was doing, as soon as I saw the question, I was looking at it and asking questions about it. And yes, there will be lots of land movement underneath the ocean, but not necessarily what you're going to see right away. It's going to take a while
Mhm.
for everything to get rearranged, but the ocean floor is going to be moving around. And it's certain areas are going to be much shallower. It's like here's your pieces together for earthquakes, and they're going to be moving up and down all over the place.
Place.
Yeah. So yes, there's going to be a lot of movement, but I don't see yet. I mean, it's not like all of a sudden the islands are going to come up or we're going to sink. You know, some of the real small islands are going to disappear because the change in the water and everything is going to overrun them. But they're just smaller things that most people won't pay attention to. So
Okay, so no huge tsunamis or
Mhm.
no, there are going to be some tsunamis.
okay.
I just asked and said, yes, there will be some. And that's part of the reason why some of the littler islands are going to disappear
All right.
because they're not going to run back off. They're just going to swallow them up.
Wow.
But mostly in the Pacific, not so much in the Atlantic,
Mm. Mhm.
is what I'm getting. So,
Thanks, Heather.
yeah, sorry. I got to go shut. Whatever is going on with that, it's going really crazy.
Hey, I'm going to mute you again, my dear.
Okay.
Now, see, this is classic stuff that goes on with solar flares hitting the Earth.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah, like you just like I
Thank
couldn't
you
get
for
my.
letting us interrupt that. I
It's
apologize.
okay. Like earlier, I couldn't get.
It's a
I
great.
sent Priscilla pictures, and my email wouldn't. I couldn't get my pictures. I couldn't email. It was just like stuff like that happens.
Yep.
Just what goes on for us all. So yeah, this month it's the end of a 9 year. It's playing out. I would say that goes into January. February is when I see the real year starting based on the Chinese New Year.
Oh,
and a month after that is the spring equinox. So that's where I really see the new year. But based on the astrology, if we have things that are still going to be playing out, even though things are unraveling and unfolding, things will lighten up. I'm not saying it's going to be good or perfect or, you know, but personally, you should have some indicator on uh, how you want to move forward. The, the, the stuff playing out in the external world it's coming out because we have Mercury at 23 degrees Scorpio. He's out of his retrograde, but that Mercury ruled that full moon the other night. So there's a lot of you were getting a lot of downloads, we're getting a lot of information, but things are being uncovered and brought to the surface, and we are hearing all kinds of just more of the same with this administration.
but you know
Um,
what? It's happening within each of us as well.
that's what I said. Yeah,
It's just
individually,
a
yeah,
collective
definitely.
regurgitation.
Yeah, we got to. I mean, we're releasing the old era. And we've been releasing it all of this lifetime and probably the one before, maybe even the two before. But here we are at the end of this cycle. Now, it just doesn't end in one day, right? But the
Yeah, exactly.
majority of it will. It is going to, there's too many big planetary movements, especially on February 20th, when Neptune and Saturn go back to 0 degree Aries, that first degree of the zodiac, and they won't go back into Pisces again. And
Good.
then a month later, on the spring equinox, the sun is going to be at 0 degrees Aries. So you see, it just sparks. It sparks this whole new seeding, this new
So
earth.
does that mean that every planet will have left Pisces for good?
Well, for this year. I mean, Pisces, planets will go through the I can't talk. The personal planets always go around the
Yeah, yeah.
zodiac like the year, yeah. But all of the big planets are
But
out of it.
doesn't that in that actually in the 26,000 year cycle when
Yeah,
everybody is that's a
yeah,
big deal.
yeah.
That's big
12,000
deal.
years, yeah. The age of Pisces, that's closing down. Kali Yuga is a 420,000 year cycle. It's big. This is big stuff we're releasing. It's been the
People can't forget that. That's super important to remember because it's not
yes.
just what's going on right now
Mm-mm.
in the skies, it's what that means over the last 2,600 years, 2,000 years, and whatever the
Mhm.
different time scales are. But oh my God,
Yeah,
that's
I mean it's really epic. We're living through epic times, and like humanity is coming out of the suppression, right? Basically, humanity's been enslaved all this time,
mhm.
been restricted from evolving, from growing. But based on the precession of the equinoxes, we are coming into the golden age. And this is in a lot of ancient texts, right? So the age of
Everywhere.
Aquarius. Yeah. So now that doesn't happen in a day either. But, so I forget who I was listening to today. They said we'd actually been in the preliminary stages of that for the last 400 years. Now I, and it was a good astrologer, so I can't remember who it was, but this is this is allow what is leaving to leave. Follow your instinct, follow your heart and your spirit team because they're leading you to the new you. This last year or two, we've been recreating ourselves. Well, actually, the whole time, but who are you? Who do you want to be now that you don't have all this baggage hanging on you? Are you allowing yourself to dream your biggest dream and actually go for it and live it? You know, And maybe people are still releasing, and they're like, I don't want to do nothing. I just want to sit in the house. That's okay too. This is going to play out the
Well,
way.
wherever you're at, wherever
Yeah,
you're at is perfect.
yeah. But I think it is just so cool. And at that full moon, right, there was a grand square. So we had the moon and the sun at 13, and we had both the nodes. Now this is big. Oh, everybody at 13 degrees, big square there. That nodes are like they're going down, right? Because they go backwards. So, but everybody kind of met at that halfway point,
Interesting.
and in
What's
that,
significant about the number 13?
what's the goddess number?
Is it?
Think about it. It's I kept getting this. Is the divine feminine is speaking. I kept getting this, and I kept seeing Inanna, Venus is
Interesting.
represent, and everybody wants to run from the number 13 because, okay, now this is the big thing that's going on. We've been brainwashed and conditioned and programmed to believe you can't go onto the 13th floor. You can't even say the number 13 without something horrible happening to you. But that's what this moon is illuminating. The old structures that kept you bound by societal constructs, this programming, this stuff that keeps you afraid to step outside the box. You can't do that. You're a woman, or you can't do that. Whatever, all the things we've heard. We go A to Z. We could be here all night. But as those come up, as those limiting beliefs come up, your awareness is at a higher frequency, and it's questioning. Do I
It's
really
questioning
believe
you're
that?
going, that's bullshit. I can do whatever I want.
And it's saying no. So as a society, we're questioning. That's why we're looking at this shit show. Go, what is going on here? And
And
that
when
is
you were talking about the femininity, if you look at all the shows that are coming up, the movies and the TV shows, if you look at it, you'll find that, or what I have noticed is that the female is becoming a much stronger character, and in many cases, the main character,
Yeah,
outdoing the
it's about
men.
bloody
And
time.
it's showing up in the Hollywood stuff now, so that
Yeah.
it's spreading, and it's spreading the word to anybody who's watching that females can do anything that they want to do, even sometimes better
Yeah, if
than.
we just get paid for doing it.
Yeah.
right. Yeah, we were loud. And it's interesting you brought that up, Heather, because Mars and Venus, that's the divine masculine and divine feminine in all of us. They're going to meet in Capricorn on January 6th. But before they do that, they're both going to go out of bounds. That's out of their orbit. Okay, so like when Pluto went out of bounds a couple months ago, remember that one?
Mhm.
He goes out there and he's like, it's a free reign, right? He's looking at things and then comes back. This is how I see it, how they're showing it to me, and sees all that has been distorted. That's not true, and comes back in with a goal of healing that, right? Well, that's what Venus and Mars are going to do. They're going to go out there at their out of bounds space, but you also gain so much more wisdom by stepping out, letting all that crap drop off of you, and you're out of bounds and you're looking at things as like a neutral observer, right? And you're saying, okay, well, now what can I do? Now, how can I look at this a little different or that a little different? So that's going to be really cool when they conjunct, because that's the end. Okay, here's another cycle that ends. That's an end of a 6.5 year cycle for them that they do this dance every 6.5 years. So it's starting a new dance, right? So here we are, we're starting anew with inner balance inside of us of the male and female. So yeah, it's I mean, it's just so cool. And this stuff is
It
just
is.
layers. It is. And it layers and it layers and it layers, and you get under there and you're just like, I mean, you just continue. I can just constantly talk about this for days. Um,
That's
but
okay.
this,
We don't mind.
I'm sorry, as I know I go on and on, but the and the again with that 13, the occult number, right? Revealing truths. You know, the divine feminine be had to hide who she was because they would kill her, you know? So all of this, uh, you
Yeah.
know, the shaman, the magician, the witch, the magi, um, but it's another layer of rebirth and transformation. But that Scorpio, that Mercury in Scorpio sitting there is not playing. Okay, because it's like, here comes the secrets, here comes all that stuff that's been hidden, all the things behind the curtain, and it's even magnified more because at 28 degrees Scorpio is Black Moon Lilith, and she's representing the divine feminine and all of the things that have uh, we've had to endure. They've had to endure. They've been around a lot longer than me, but you know what I mean. So it's the mm, pulling like the revelation of it all, pulling it out. Because once you face the fear with Black Moonilla, she stands and works with you. But you know, Mercury's over there saying, "Oops, rip this band-aid, rip that band-aid, all this stuff's coming off," and she's just standing there going, and basically like, well, are you saying? I don't want to say judging, but she's saying yes, judging. She's saying, so I'm not sure. Uh, she, you know, there's been some horrific things done. That's what they're doing to children, things like that. You know, that's what's coming
Yep.
up. And yeah, they do need judged for that. So, whew, and we got, uh, uh, and if we
Oh, let
think,
me just tell everybody, if you have questions, I'm starring them. It's not that we haven't gotten to them, but I'll get to them at the end where Heather and Valerie can answer, if that's
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm just about done. And that great attractor though is bringing in more
You have a
wisdom.
slide with a great attractor on it that's
Oh,
really cool.
you
Hi,
did?
Sunshine
Ah,
Team. Welcome. Welcome.
oh,
Hang
that is so
on.
cool.
Let
I'm
me
glad.
pull that one up if I can find it.
Yeah, because
Look at
we
this.
really are transcending this reality. We're raising in frequency. Oh man. Okay, yeah, I gave you that one. Cool, cool. I can't read it.
Do you want to explain it?
I can't see it to
You
read it.
can't see it well enough.
And there's somebody, if you read it, and I'll explain it
Do you
after.
want to read? You want to read it?
For navigation, navigating the Gemini full moon, your cosmic turning point. On the left side is cosmic forces at play, and on the right side is your personal turning point. So they're showing the sun, and before on the personal turning point, it says Gemini full moon creates uncertainty. This alignment can trigger restlessness and second guessing. The key is to trust your own intuition. And then it talks about intuition is a supercharged by the groundwater trine. Mercury, Saturn, and Jupiter align to reveal deep truths and empower emotional clearing. Now, at the same time, on the other side, it says, what is the great attractor? And it's a massive energy field our Milky Way galaxy is spiraling towards, magnifying intentions. So you've got those together.
Wow.
And then on the right side with your personal, it says a call to the open road. Now, Mars and Chiron align to support taking bold new steps, even affirming your healing journey. I think it says even. Yeah. Intense geometric storm impacts the Earth. That's on the outside, the cosmic forces. 2 massive sunspots are causing solar flares. affecting personal energy levels and technology. So you kind of got to balance these things.
Mhm.
I love this. The solar flares coming off the sun, going in the whirlpool.
Yeah. Yeah,
Those
that's
are those X-class flares we just had.
mhm. Yeah, today, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take that down.
And the thing with that sun, it shooting the solar flares at the great attractor. And I mean
Oh,
that's exactly what's going on. That's exactly what's
wow.
been going on the last few days. And the great attractor can trigger that kind of stuff because it's such a massive energy force. Um, and like I said, that's at 14 degrees. At 10 degrees is the royal fixed star Antares in Sagittarius. So there's a lot of action in Sagittarius right now. Like the moon was over there, well, still is over there by himself in Gemini. Um, but that's that posing though, right? They're opposing, and as opposing forces uh, mix in and become a higher frequency. I mean, we're the determiners of that because we have free will, right? So, but yourself, if things are coming in, needs a little bit of tweaking and things need to raise up. So that's the cool thing about it. But yeah, that's a lot of energy on the sun and around the sun. And then we say this on the 19th is the new moon in Sagittarius. This is this is okay, and well, I'll say that in a second. That new moon is sitting on the galactic center. So here we have four space anomalies in our solar system, and two of them are being hit in this month. And that on the 19th is the day that Three-Eye Atlas is going to be closest to the Earth. So expect even
Oh,
more like solar activity and things like that coming off. Um, this is a powerful month. I mean, it's been this way for a while, but this one is really telling because it's coming down to the end of 2025, closing down that 9 year, and it's revealing. It's stripping you so you can reveal and see what's under there, what you want to pursue. It's so important. And then I'll just let me say one more thing before we go. These full moons, the last four, three, we're at 13 degrees. The new moons, there's six in a row at 28 degrees.
wow.
That rarely ever. I mean, that never happens where you have that on the same degree every month on a full moon and same degree on a new moon. So spirit is saying something big to us. Well, 13, okay, yeah, the goddess, but it also ends up being balanced, the 4 card, right? And then we got 28 is a 10, and it's a new beginning. So
Yeah,
plant those seeds, plant your seeds of intention. Definitely.
interesting.
Mm.
And then what's the next date? I can't even read this thing. There you had one that went. Maybe that's easier.
Yeah, and you don't need to do like the Mercury trine Jupiter. Let me see. Okay, Neptune stations direct on the 10th. That's big. That's important because Neptune is at 29 degrees. It's retrograde right now for the next 4 days. Then he's in station direct. But it takes Neptune probably about 2 weeks to start moving forward. So he stays at 29 degrees until uh, February 20th. So that's how long he will stay. And that 29 degrees is the last degree of the zodiac, and it is churning. It is churning all these energies that are all those distorted things we were talking about earlier, the
Hmm.
programming and stuff. It's
Yep.
just kind of vibing on that. And everybody who has those limiting beliefs are really getting cracked open with that Neptune sitting there at 29. And then we have Mars. Mars enters Capricorn on the 15th. That's good because that gives us the we have an answer, we have an idea, we have something we want to pursue, and we have the energy to pursue it, and the wisdom. Then the sun, what was it? Sagittarius new moon. We talked about that, and I mean, we could talk about the other stuff if you want to. It's there if you want to talk about it, but those were the
Up to
only
you.
things.
What you think is the most important? Here's a few more.
Okay, yeah, we got sun into Capricorn. So there's the solstice, right? The winter solstice. And before that winter solstice, we have everybody kind of moving into place. It will be. There's still about 3 more planets that will change and get out of retrograde in January, but most everybody, a couple more are in there. But he's aligning up. We're lining up the energies for us to the focus. What's our focus? Where do you want to go forward? And that, we go into the solstice. So the earth goes into winter, and we're to go into winter too. Take it easy. Don't rush yourself. Let these energies play out. Let spirit deliver what spirit's bringing in for you. And
That makes sense.
I can't. When does Mercury goes direct in? Hold on, I have it somewhere here. Mercury goes direct.
Did I miss that somewhere? Where's Mercury?
It might not have been on there. Let's see. Mercury
Okay.
direct. Okay, that was on the 20th. When does Mercury change signs? Hold on, I got stuff written everywhere. Here we go.
I'm trying
I
to
knew
find.
on the 10th when Neptune stations direct at 29 Pisces, the very next day, Mercury goes into Sagittarius. So that's fun. That's like, okay, I found out where all the dark spots and all the bad things were, and all the I uncovered, or hopefully, right? And now Sagittarius wants to bring the life of the party, right? They want, okay, let's go for this.
Let's play. Let's party.
Yeah.
Well, where's the vision? And they're just going for it, because, and then that Mercury is just like bringing it all, making the plans to make it to go forward with, especially with Mars going into Capricorn 4 days later. That's powerful. All right. And then Venus enters Capricorn on the 24th. So when Mars and Venus are in there together, like I said, they're going to be out of bounds. Then they're going to meet on January 6th. That's really harmonious. That's really allowing yourself to, I mean, that's a big one. I feel like it's creating, Venus is what we love and value, and Mars wants to make that happen for her. And in Capricorn, it's just a very mature, together energy.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it is good. It's a good, Mars entering Cap out of bound. Let's see. Okay, with Mars entering Capricorn, we go from thinking to doing and building something that lasts. Capricorn is the structure, represents our skeletal structure. So it does help us build something that lasts. You might want to start working out, even things like that,
Yeah.
And I don't know what else we had. What other?
The last of the month I thought was kind of interesting. Mercury square Saturn.
Okay, yeah, that's and Saturn is still in Pisces. Right? He's being restructured in Pisces because Saturn is going to build the structure for the new Earth, but him and Neptune went back into Pisces to reassess some things, so now he's just coming out. Well, he's been out, I don't know, a couple of weeks now. So Mercury, though, Mercury has found out a lot of information. Mercury is in Scorpio right now, and he's going to communicate with Saturn what he figured out, what's going on. And then they're going to, this is how my brain, I don't know. This
I
is how
love
my,
the way your brain works. I think it's brilliant.
I'm laughing at myself. My God. But with Mercury and Saturn, Saturn's going to be like, okay, know how to go forward. Because he's lost. He's kind of lost in the sauce. He's in Pisces. He's at the end degrees. And he doesn't, well, I don't like to say planets like or don't like a spot, but Saturn really has been used to it now. It's been about 3 years he's been in Pisces. He just has been totally transformed. And Neptune's been ahead of him. But the thing with that, he goes ahead of Neptune like after we get out of the spring equinox. So then
Right.
he's making the structures going forward because he's the one in front. Pretty cool when you look at it.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool, pretty cool. Who else? Oh, and that Chiron, that's the one I wanted to talk about. That my trine. It was Mars and Chiron. Okay. Chiron's a wounded healer and it's in Aries. So that's the personal I am.
Wait
Who
a minute.
am I?
I can't understand anything you're saying. Okay, now you're back. Okay.
What happened?
What did you
Oh,
say?
okay. So Chiron and Mars were trining, okay, which is a nice harmonious thing. So Chiron's been healing, doing a lot of healing, and he's later degrees. He's still retrograde, but he's it's been the journey of the inner, the I am, the clearing, who am I, all of that stuff that we've been clearing for I don't know why my throat does that, about the last 7, 8 years. So it's getting used to it. It's getting a lot has been taken away, right? And so Mars is going to come in and help. Where do you want to go? Do you need more healing? Do you want to try a different kind of healing? Do you want to go do something different? So it's a nice little meeting they have there. Trying. Um, let's see who else. And Jupiter, that grand water trine's just vibing in the background of all of this.
And how long is that water trine going to last?
It's been there. It's going to be there total for about 2.5 months, which is pretty darn
Wow.
long. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never realized they stayed that long.
they don't usually. And this is, but they're the outer planets, and they're at later degrees, and they're
Oh,
moving
yeah. And so
slow.
they move so much slower.
Right.
They stayed. Oh, wow. Interesting.
So
What is the effect of what is the massive effect of that grand water trine?
well, it helps you release. Like if you can let go and release, like really do that for yourself, give yourself that. And just, I mean, really, it sounds, easy, but it's not. Just let
There's
spirit
nothing
take
easy about releasing.
over.
That's
No,
why they call it shadow work, 'cause
yeah.
it's
And, and I mean, and here we got a point of that trine is Mercury and Black Moon Lilith, even though it's a 6-degree orb, they're both involved in it, and they're both contributing to, and that's another thing. What Mercury understands doing that information goes straight to to Saturn, Neptune. Saturn, Neptune are on one corner, and Jupiter's over here in Cancer by himself. So they get that information, and they can. To me, it's like how spirit just kind of dials in things for the well, they're saying based on anybody's chart, where these are flowing in your chart are the 3 houses that it's giving you information in. But I just look at it overall, like everybody is being, and we can see, there's been a lot of water, like earth changes with water, a lot of flooding, things like that, mudslides.
Yeah,
That also happens because Earth is releasing too, you know?
she sure is.
She really is.
With her earthquakes and volcanoes, she's into it.
Yeah. So he's helping us. I mean, look, that's another earthquake in Alaska in a remote area. How many times that is so cool, you know?
Hmm.
It's
It
really
is.
protecting. It's protecting us.
It
You know?
is.
And the Kilauea is growing. The island's growing. So that's normal on some level. It's Sherry's birthday. Hi,
Happy
Sherry.
birthday, Sherry.
Aw. Turn it up. I was curious to see what will turn up. 70 today. Let's see what's today on your birthday. Well, everything we've been talking about, you have available to you immediately. You got the sun sitting there. Wow, that means you have the sun at 14 degrees, and that's right at the greater tractor. That's a really nice day to have your birthday every year.
Wow, yeah.
hmm You're like, that's a connection to spirit. Like, it just flows to you, that information.
That's very cool.
Mm, it is cool. It is
Okay,
beautiful.
what else we got, girl?
I think that covers most of December, unless you have any other.
Unless you want to go slides, we
If
can
you
skip.
want, yeah, we could go through a couple if you want. Let's see.
Yeah,
This is a liberating moon. This is our liberation, and know that 9 years sitting
somewhere it
there.
says that. Somewhere in here, there's a slide. Heather, you want to read about Venus entering Sagittarius? This happened on November 30th.
Right. But
So
it's
that's
important.
where she's hanging out.
hmm
So,
Can you read it?
oh, yeah, I couldn't hear you say that. Venus enters Sagittarius. As Venus steps into Sagittarius, a shift that lifts the heart, widens our outlook, and invites us to rediscover joy through exploration.
hmm
Venus governs love, beauty, desire, abundance, creativity, and the ways we understand our own value. Each time she enters a new sign, we receive a fresh lens through which to feel and express our worthiness. Venus asks us to honor the beauty of our desires, to trust our inner compass, and to remember that life offers sweetness when we allow ourselves to receive it. That's the key, allowing ourselves to receive it.
hmm
She teaches us that our bodies are art, our connections are sacred, and our value is inherent. When Venus in Sagittarius, the heart grows bold, curiosity sparks, desire stretches towards expansive horizons. This transit inspires passion, playfulness, and the hunger to learn more about both ourselves and the world. We crave connections that offer growth, conversations that expand our thinking, creativity that awakens inspiration, and love that feels spacious, honest, and full adventure.
Mm.
That
And
was beautiful.
it
You know,
is beautiful.
I think my Venus is in Sagittarius.
Yes, and now don't forget she had to go through Scorpio before this, so she did a lot of shedding in Scorpio, right?
Mhm.
And finding truth, I should say. And that's something though. That's the big thing about this month, the last month, 2 months, is catch those old beliefs and those old perceptions and those, that old programming so you can change it. Change that. See a bigger vision. Sagittarius, once you see a bigger
I
vision.
think we should all take a screenshot of that and read it every day because it's so beautiful.
Mhm.
And none of us love ourselves like this.
Love yourself. Got to. That's the start of everything.
Yeah.
Self love and acceptance.
Did that.
I don't know if anybody can even read the writing on this one.
I'm sorry. I thought it was so cute,
Yeah.
but I didn't
It
realize
is.
how little it was.
I can go get my magnifying glass, maybe.
Let me see if I can.
No.
No, I
Don't worry.
even magnified, I can't get it good enough to read it. I'm
Yeah.
sorry I put that up. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Maybe I can.
I went through all of those.
Yeah, you've already done it, so we don't
Yeah.
really need to. We've already been through all that. Okay. It's fine. I thought this was good. Gemini
Yeah.
moon at 13 degrees. We're at the crossroads. The full moon activates the September eclipse. A discovery may shake up the status quo. I like that.
Mm.
We did that one.
Mm.
Heather?
The full moon energy. Sleep may be difficult, active, or broken, and you may feel exhausted or emotionally drained. Emotions tend to heighten and move faster. Old memories may resurface, things you thought you forgot
Mhm.
show up. Your body may feel heavier, fuller, or overstimulated.
Mhm.
And the full tends to peak over the next 24 to 48 hours. It will pass, and you will feel clearer soon.
And see, I tend, I would agree with that, but all the solar activity, I don't, I don't want to say that.
Yeah, no kidding.
And
Isn't
it
that
was
the
it was such a huge move, huge, like so close to Earth, very illuminating, like really, like looking.
it was enormous. It
Yeah,
still is tonight. It's
yeah.
still big. Crazy. Okay, we've just experienced a rare full supermoon at 13 degrees Gemini, the last of the year and the third in a series of 4 consecutive supermoons. This energy may help clear karmic contracts and often brings intense emotions and shifts, sometimes lasting from the full moon through the following new moon.
Mm-hmm.
The day after may feel turbulent, like a full moon hangover, and fatigue or heightened emotions are sometimes common, amplified by the supermoon. So it's important to avoid starting new relationships, new projects. Oh, sorry. So it's important to show and honor your path. Oops. It's often suggested to avoid starting new relationships, new projects, or new ideas for at least 3 days after the full moon and resist overreacting or making rash decisions. As we move through the quad supermoon portal, we align with the universe's guidance, preparing to manifest our desires for the new year. As 2026, the year of 10, ushers in magical transformations. So if you're feeling exhausted, you're not alone. You've got this. Rest, self-care are the best.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody feel like they have the hangover, full moon hangover?
I'm always spacey. All that solar activity just got me out there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can read this.
So the veil is lifting. Truth can't be hidden forever. Old powers will cling, but the people are waking up. The earth is cleansing. A new kind of leadership is rising, heart grounded and unshakable.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't born to be afraid of the storm. You came to guide others through it.
Mm-hmm. That's the big one. All that stuff. All
And
that.
all of you out there in the chat too.
Mm-hmm.
It's
All that
all
old
of us.
stuff.
That's what we're here for. To help
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. All of our community. So cool.
Temper alert. Starting on December 15th, Mars will make its entrance into the ambitious sign of Capricorn, where it will stay until January 23rd, 2026, before transiting into Aquarius. In this period, we will experience a boost in confidence and assertiveness, empowering us to take decisive action and bring our goals to fruition. All righty.
Yeah. I mean, we really are getting a new understanding, a higher understanding of our new reality.
And this actually just shows what the sky events are. And if you're really interested in them, I would say take a screenshot. Because
because there's a couple of pages after this that I think Yeah, that tells more. So we already talked about Jupiter, the supermoon. You want to say anything about December 7th?
Let's see.
But the Gemini meteor showers at peak December 13th and 14th. That's always fun.
Yeah, that's cool. And yeah, with the moon and Mercury, Mercury elongated west reaches. I just feel that Mercury, because it's in Scorpio, is getting even more. I mean,
Right.
I feel things that. I mean, we're shocked now, but we're going to really be shocking. Like things are going to disrupt uh, our view. And we all know we need to restructure the government by now, but this is kind of like that. That stuff will put the icing on the cake, which
Oh, wow.
I think we'd already be there by now. But
Thank you.
yeah,
I'm just on overload from it all. Okay, what about this the solstice? You want to say anything about the solstice?
that solstice is just going to be so nice because we have that new moon 2 days before with Three Eye Atlas going by. I just feel like that's the demarcation point, the turning point as this year closes down, this era closes down, these cycles close down, and then we're in whole new energy. I mean, we're building up to that, but I feel that's the point. There's too
Okay.
many things going on in that day, that time period,
Right.
and definitely call in. Do ceremony, do the call in your intentions. This is Sagittarius new moon on the 19th. That's, I mean, dream big. That's exactly what Sagittarius will tell you to do. Dream big. Where's your vision?
Makes
Um,
sense.
yeah. So
Then
I
we
think
have December 22nd and 23rd, the Ursid meteor shower peak. A subtle but charming meteor shower. The Ursid send gentle sparks through the night, joining the season's quiet celestial celebrations.
oh man, you guys probably see that.
There's
Yeah.
2 meteor showers in December.
Yeah, that's
And
pretty
you guys,
cool.
yeah. And you guys probably see that really good out there in your skies.
Yeah, I'm usually in the desert
And
or in the mountains.
And the moon was the moon in lines with Neptune on the 27th. That's going to be really cool too. That moon will, you know,
Okay,
give that Neptune a more emotional feeling at that time. So you might be emotionally driven to whatever it is you want to create. It's powerful enough that you feel it, you know.
mhm. Heather, you want to read this one? This sums it up.
Okay,
Mhm.
Astro Forecast, December 2025 edition ebook guide. December brings us to a powerful time in transformation. Jupiter and Uranus are still retrograde with Neptune moving direct. Black Moon Lith moves into Sagittarius, inspiring us to break free of what has been holding us back. Powerful planetary alignments continue to create huge shifts across every aspect of our lives. As we move towards the end of the year, the time has come to let go of what no longer serves our highest good and move in the direction of our deepest truth.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really, I mean, it's such a nice month for all that. Dream big, create the life you prefer. Let me see if
Yep.
I have, um, where- and this was the cold moon, the truth teller moon. I knew there was something else.
Ooh, that's interesting considering.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The clarifier, the truth teller, and the great cosmic reset. God, I wish I would have seen that one. I would have sent it. It rises not to freeze you, but to crystallize everything you've learned, everything you've shed, and everything you're finally ready to step into without apology. Oh, I love
Love
that.
that. Standing in your power,
Hmm.
speaking your truth. So important.
Really, really.
Chat, thanks for being here tonight. Thank you for joining us. It's always interesting. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get to the stars. I got to get to that first.
Yeah.
Had the remote viewed for that. When does Saturn go into Aries? I think Mark had a question.
February 20th, 2026.
Don't leave, Lark. I missed it.
February 20th, 2026.
Perfect. And then Lark asks this. I know it has nothing to do with it, but I still wanted to answer.
Yeah, no. Do you see a very large craft in the area that might be closed by the clouds? I see that a lot.
I saw a lot of them in the
Mhm.
Lots of them in the Keys.
Mhm.
Yeah. You see a lot of them around Shasta.
It's so cool.
It is very cool. Then, well, you remote viewed the oceans, and Saturn into Aries. Okay, that's all the questions. When are you on next year?
What day are we on? Well, tonight I'm jumping over to Allie's. Allie's doing something for Claudia. Claudia is creating a sanctuary, a shelter for pets in Shasta.
Oh, wonderful.
So she's having Allie's got a bunch of different readers on, different people, different helping her raise money, giving readings away, whatever stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm going to
Please
go
go to
on
Allie's
there.
channel and check it out, you guys.
Yeah, Allie
Please
Heart and Soul Connect.
head over to Allie's Heart and Soul Connected.
And then I don't have anything till next Wednesday.
Right.
With Dinah.
Well, I guess we won't see you again till next year.
Next year, oh my God, that is so crazy that we're saying that. Oh my God, this whole year flew by, didn't it?
It really did in so many ways.
Yeah.
It really has.
I mean,
Thank you guys for joining us tonight, and thanks
wow.
for being with us this whole year. We
Yeah.
appreciate it.
It's been a rocket.
We hope you all have really happy holidays.
Yeah.
I hope Thanksgiving was great, and I hope the rest of the holiday season it goes well for everyone, and we can ignore the chaos and enjoy our families.
Okay.
We love you guys. See you next time.
And if you're in a cold area, stay warm.
Stay warm.
Happy holidays.